Big win for the Seahawks at Lumen Field, 37-27, the second week in a row where they score 37 points. Of course, they went to overtime last week, but it was a win that they needed to have. Now, let's just say for all the things that you saw that didn't look great today, for a long time there, Jason Myers was the only one that was scoring. He was 5 for 5, so that was good news because he did miss a couple last week in Detroit. And they were down 4 of their 5 offensive linemen that started the season. They were all down. So who was that leave? There's only the left guard. I think Damian Lewis was the only guy. So, you had both tackles out, and these guys did a good job. And especially running the ball, they had 146 yards. So that was pretty good, and they kept Geno pretty clean. But yeah, you had not only that, but you also had Will Dissly gone, no Kobe Bryant, no Tariq Woolen, no Jamal Adams still. So yeah, I thought it was a fairly gutsy win, even though it wasn't super pretty for a big portion of that. The other thing is the run game. So let's talk about that. First of all, Jarran Reed had a sack and a half. He's been everything to this defense so far. So yeah, I think the addition of him has been one of the reasons why they're holding people to like 2.9 yards per carry. Today it'll go up a little bit, probably to 3, but they held the Panthers to 3.1 yards on the ground. And meanwhile, the Seahawks offense ran for 146 and 4.4 yards per carry. So, that was good stuff. They were getting it done there. But you look at Charbonnet and Walker. Walker 97 yards, and he had a 5.4 yard average, and then Charbonnet 46 yards, 5.1 average. I love those two running backs. They're really good together, one after the other. You saw Charbonnet just lay out that defensive back in the end zone. So I love the way they run the ball. They're back to being a punishing running game. So I think the Seahawks did what they should have done in this game, and we saw Boye get a sack. We saw Jay Reed and Jay Brooks split a sack. So defense, my only complaint would be on defense is their zone defense. They need to be stickier. They did give up a lot of yards. They didn't get any takeaways. That's the other thing. But, those typically come in bunches, so we'll see what happens next. But right now, I think the Seahawks team is on track. Didn't get off to a great start against the Rams, but 2 big wins, scoring 37 points each week. I think they're on their way.